Office, I can look down onto the street. Our camera angle cannot show it, but what we're seeing right on the street in front of us, you can hear the loud gunfire. By most accounts, that is ammunition. Now, we're not confirming that it is live fire, but certainly heavy gunfire coming in from the direction of the radio and television building towards the center of the city where we are. Every once in a while we hear that gunfire. It's a tight alley that runs between us and the Hilton Hotel. At the very end of it is the Ministry of Information as well as the radio and television building, an iconic building. There's going to be a lot of concern about that particular building because it is very heavily guarded. It is the nerve center of the government messaging and programming through news and other cultural programs. That's a building that has been the center of a great deal of criticism. In of itself, it has seen a great deal of protest in front of it because of the reason that I just mentioned. Every once in a while, if you will, or dispersed, if you will, by the police that is on the end of it. Now, having been in front of that building many times, the security services that stand in front of that building are oftentimes special forces. So they are very heavily armored vehicles, and that, it seems, from where we are standing, from the vantage point from where we are standing, it seems to be that the concentration of the people has focused on two various parts of the city. One includes the bridge that you're seeing, which was for several hours under the control of the police forces. That was completely overrun by the protesters, and in fact, as you saw there, they set that personnel carrier on fire. The other protest taking place off to the right of where we are, and unfortunately our camera cannot show it to you, is the protest that was outside the Ministry of Information and the radio and television building. Adjacent to it is the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and it's on the Corniche, which is right on the Nile. So that is where we believe the clash is taking place right now. Unfortunately, it's a black cloud of smoke that is going our way.
Just so you know, I'm getting reports here adding to the fires. One downtown Cairo police station has been set on fire and a police car outside. And apparently some gas tanks belonging to those police cars have exploded, which could account for some of the particularly loud explosions. Just some reports we are getting through unconfirmed at this stage. Amos, stick around. Coming back to you in a moment. On the line now, Raul Urage in Alexandria, where I suspect, Raul, the curfew is being ignored just as it is in Cairo.
Absolutely, Kamal. People are still continuing with their protest. They're marching through the streets. Just in the past 1 minute, there was a group of teenagers, really not even 15-year-olds, parading the sign they've apparently brought down from the traffic department, the Alexandria traffic department, the main tenor of the traffic department. They were parading it through the streets, clapping and cheering. Meanwhile, we can also see other people who are clearly concerned about the curfew, doing everything they can to try to get home. Heart-wrenching scenes, really, up to 30 people trying to get on pickup trucks in very dangerous conditions, really, as public transport, microbuses also stops people pushing and shoving, trying to get onto these buses to get home. This as protests continue in the backdrop. So really a very interesting scene here in Alexandria.
Yeah, we have been looking at some of the pictures you sent through from Alexandria earlier, just back on the live country of Cairo. Very dramatic stuff there at the moment. Any sign at all of things? I want you to break calm down, but clearly it's not calm at all. But